Back to school is here, and with all the cost of this time of year, you may be feeling the heat. Well, Premier Heating and Air is here to cool things down with great savings and rebates starting at $1,000 on a new heating and air system. Plus, you can choose from a free gift of a Wi-Fi thermostat, UV light, or a $100 Visa gift card. Also, Premier's $59 service call includes the first pound of Freon free. Visit PremierHeatingandAir.com and experience the Premier difference, a locally owned and operated company.
Hello everyone and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host Pat Brock, the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools. And ladies and gentlemen, this is that first day of school week. We're starting out here and we're here on the east side with Dr. Garrett Cannon from East Lawrence Middle School. How are you, sir?
Doing very well, Miss Pat.
Doing good. Good to see you. You look sharp.
Thank you very much. As you.
And thank you. I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit more casual than you. Nice jacket here. Now listen, Dr. Cannon, kind of share with the people a little bit about your many years in education and how that road has been going and what really keeps you motivated to keep doing what you do.
I got you. So I'm starting my 18th year in Lawrence County Schools and started out as a classroom teacher over at East Lawrence Elementary. Was a classroom teacher for 9 years, 1 year as an instructional coach at Southwest Lawrence. I completed 6 years as assistant principal at West Lawrence Middle School, and I'm starting my second year as principal here at East Lawrence Middle School. So just different roles, different challenges, but the love of the kids is the same. So I'm excited for a new school year.
For sure. Now I remember when I first met you, Dr. Cannon, I mean, you were nothing to play with, brother. I mean, and I think the role that you were in, I mean, it was such a strong role, and the way you handled business, and now seeing you in the principalship, how much from everything that you, every different job that you've had, how that has played into you being the leader that we see before us today?
There's been a lot of growth. Each different role had different responsibilities and also offered different opportunities for me. So I look back to my beginning years, and I see the growth that has taken place, and I contribute a lot of that to our district leadership at Lawrence County Schools. They provide great PD for us and great opportunities to produce leaders. So I'm a product of the system.
Yes, you are. And of course, you leading into your 18th year. What keeps you going? Because there's so many people that start off in education, you know, that momentum either builds or it kind of wanes. So, right. So how has, what has really kept you motivated to do the job and do the work that you do in the consistency that it's being done?
Just feeling like you're helping the students and parents. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't being able to see the fruits of the labor and really feeling like you're impacting folks and you're helping them, then no, it definitely would wane for sure. But helping people and again seeing the product of all the efforts you put in place, that's what keeps us going. That's right.
So here it is, East Lawrence Middle School. This is your second year.
Yes.
Coming in out of the gate and just really trying to build that rapport with your staff. And now you've got new staff coming in. Yes. What do you do to make sure you build that rapport and kind of to keep it consistent and to grow from that as colleagues?
Well, I started out with our new staff and just trying to be visible, trying to stop by every day to welcome them, make sure that they have everything that they need, and to help them feel assured that if they don't, we're here for them, and we will stop at nothing to make sure that they have everything that they need to support these kids. So just being readily available to them.
And so how many new ones do you have this year, if you're able to freely speak on them? I know you've got a little card here that I'd be happy to let you read.
I got you. Yeah, I have 11. So I did. I brought this because I didn't want to leave anybody out, Miss Pat. Right. So I have 11 new staff. Would you like me to go through those? Sure. All right. So starting off, we have Mr. Josh Beck. He's our baseball coach. He was our baseball coach last year here at East Middle, but he will be joining us as 7th grade co-teacher. We've got Mr. Emmanuel Boone. He's coming to us from Dublin Middle. He will be teaching 6th grade ELA and social studies. Mr. Lee Chestnut, he's coming in as our band director. Mr. Jeremy Goff, he's teaching 7th grade social studies. Mr. Jackson Locke, he'll be a 6th grade co-teacher for us. Mr. Adam McCullers, he's an 8th grade co-teacher for us. Mr. Bobby Mincy's joining us from East Lawrence Primary, so that's right. Everybody knows Mr. Bobby. He's joining us on our custodial staff. Miss Lee Oliver coming down from East High. She'll be teaching 6th grade science. Miss Macy Pope, she's coming from East Elementary. She'll be our full-time math interventionist, which we're blessed to have a full-time math interventionist for this year. Mr. Carlos Robertson, he will be running our ISS program for us. And Mr. Rico Stuckey also joining us from Dublin Middle, teaching 7th grade math and science.
You know, what's very significant is about all these men that you have hired, which is outstanding. I mean, I just left the school that had none. And you literally just called off all these men in education. Tell us about that and why that is important to have those male role models in the positions that they're in.
Well, you said it. I think having a male role model, especially for these young men to look up to be able to speak to, get advice from, is paramount. Specifically at this age, I think it's very important.
It is. And now here it is, you think about school starts tomorrow. And, usually the ladies have a theme in their school. They have a theme. Do you have a theme this year for East Lawrence Middle School?
The theme is always the same. We're going to work hard. We're going to work hard. We're going to love kids, and we're going to give it everything that we have every day. So no special theme. It's just what we do.
And that's what it is. That's what's ingrained in you, and that is how you lead, and we love that about you, Dr. Cannon. And, middle school is, it truly is not for the faint of heart.
That's correct.
I did it for 1 year now. I had to retire.
You did?
I had to turn it in. I had to give it up after 1 year.
1 year.
They weren't ready for Pat Brock.
I can understand that.
And and this is, and we want to make sure too, Dr. Cannon, that the parents out there, that they realize how important their roles are in the success of these young people. What do you want to make sure that you say to those parents out there?
We definitely want to build a relationship with you. We want to partner with you. If we're preaching two different gospels, it's not going to work. The students need to see that we're on the same page and that we're all working in their best interest. So I invite you to come in and work with us, and I want to build those partnerships. So any way that we can make that happen, we're willing to do it. So
I love that, and you're the great person to work with. Now, any new things or new changes you want to make sure people know out there about East Lawrence Middle School?
We have some new opportunities for students. We're actually starting a media arts class this year as part of our Connections offering, where there will be a full-time yearbook class, and our news show will roll over into that class. They'll also be learning about photography and graphic design and things of that nature, some applicable skills for the growing marketplace of today. So I think that's a great thing. We made a transition for our ag, where we're offering a full-time a year-long ag course where it will roll over into a high school credit, and this is the first year that the students have had the opportunity to receive that high school credit, so we're excited about that. So yeah, just some different opportunities. We've got something in the works coming up second 9 weeks. We're piloting it with our 6th grade students where they'll have some enrichment opportunities. So we'll be doing some stuff that will kind of go beyond, give them a little extra. There'll be more information to come on that, but we're excited about that too. So.
I love that. So many great things are happening right here at East Lawrence Middle School, and something coming later on down the pike, with the East Splosh in November. It's been proposed to build a new athletic complex for East Lawrence Middle School.
Yes, we're very excited about that. It's much needed, and look forward to seeing how that progresses.
Absolutely. Now, Dr. Cannon, I appreciate you so much for all the work that you do. It's always a pleasure. You're always very accommodating when we come in, and we appreciate you for that. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to meet some of those new employees here at East Lawrence Middle School.
Sounds great.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Garrett Cannon.
Hi, I'm Lily Rose Barton, and I have been coming to Bass for years. I had to come for knee replacement recovery. I had a bad back, I came for that. But this last stint was because I had SI joint fusion, and my right leg was very weak. Muscles were weak, but they have really built me up, and it has really helped. All of them, Erica, Whitney, Chuck, they all are just so good at encouraging you to do what you can, but don't overdo. Take it slow and easy. And taking it slow and easy has got me where I am today. From the front door to the back, they're all just very, very nice and helpful. And I appreciate all of them so much. I just can't express with words what they mean to me. But I do hope they know that I appreciate everything they've done for me through the years, not just since January when I started with this one. Chuck just took me in. I brought the doctor's report from that. He put it into the computer, He studied what needed to be done. He instructed me how to do it. He was right there every step of the way that first day. Not only do I do this, but when I get in the anti-gravity walking, at first, yes, I was scared because I hadn't been able to walk that much, but I have come a long ways. So it's just been such a blessing to have Bass to be able to come and do this therapy with them. And they're just so good to all their patients, but I feel like they've been especially good to me, and I do appreciate them. I would highly suggest that if your doctor were to suggest therapy for you, please tell them Bass in Dublin, Georgia is where you want to go. Any of them here will just be happy to work with you and get you back on your feet and able to do things that you were not able to do before coming to Bass therapy.
If you're in the market for affordable transportation, come into Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales today. Getting to work, school, or around town every day requires dependable transportation. And that's what you'll find at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales. We offer bank rate and in-house financing, so credit is never a problem. Come in today and see TJ, Trey, Alan, or Britt at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, where good deals and good people meet. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, online at DublinAutoSalesGA.com. Come by and see us at 606 East Jackson Street in Dublin, or give us a call at 478-275-2010. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence Middle School, and I love chatting with Dr. Cannon about the caliber of people that he has here at East Lawrence Middle, and we're going to meet some of them today. This right here is definitely a familiar face. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, share with us all about you.
Okay. Well, I'm Macy Pope, and the reason I'm a familiar face is because I've been serving students and families on the east side here at East Elementary for the past 6 years now. I was 5th grade math teacher there, 5th grade team lead, and had a lot of opportunities there that I'm forever thankful for. And something that's special about my opportunity this year is I'll be serving as the first full-time math interventionist, and with that I'll get to serve 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students that are struggling in their math academic class and need that additional support, but then also kind of bridging the gap to help them be successful in that way. But something that is especially unique is that I'll be working with students that I've taught previously in 5th grade. So
that's going to be perfect.
It'll be a good thing to kind of see it come full circle, get to see them all the way up to 8th grade, students that I taught as just 5th graders, being that familiar face for them and supporting them both in the classroom, but also just like personally and socially, emotionally as well. So I think it's going to be a really neat year for me. I'm excited to get the ball rolling with that and all that's to come. I'm married to Taylor Pope. We are both products of LC and graduated from West High, high school sweethearts, all of that. So we'll be 7 years in October, and we have a 4-year-old, Annie Ruth. She's starting pre-K tomorrow at East Primary. And then we have John David, who is 9 months old, and today was his first day at his new daycare. So we have a lot going on this week.
Macy.
I know.
So much transition.
Yes, but all good things.
And so for you, when you think about your time, the time that you've already served in the classroom, what has been the highlight for you as an educator?
I have a passion for seeing students grow. Growth in the classroom, growth whether it be socially, emotionally, growth just as they continue to navigate life. And building those relationships are, of course, important, but just having that impact in a variety of ways. Being the light that a lot of them don't maybe have at home, getting the opportunity to serve them and see it as a ministry for myself too. It's a really unique thing, and the Lord has been so good to see me through each year and even leading me to this position now. I just know that there's a special call into it too.
Well, we're glad
and
to have
so,
you here
yeah,
in this new
it's going to be
position.
great.
It absolutely is.
Okay.
All right, sir, how are you? This is a familiar face. Share with us, tell us all about you and your family, and let's talk about what you're doing here at East Middle.
So I'm Adam McCullers. So here I'm going to be the co-SPED teacher in 8th grade. As far as my family goes, I have twin girls. They're going to be over at Northwest Lawrence. They're going to the 2nd grade. So I think that's prepared me a little bit for the education world, because I have no experience as far as education, but what I do have is the military background. And I think that's big as far as for the 8th grade, is bringing in that structure and also just loving the kids. Ms. Dana King, with her being the lead sped teacher here, she's assured me that we'll get the paperwork side of it done. My job is to love the kids and walk alongside of them and help them just be the best that they can be.
For sure. And here it is, you're transitioning from the military field, and then here in a classroom.
Yes, ma'am.
With middle schoolers.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my Lord. You're gonna have these jokers, like you're gonna be a drill sergeant, get these kids together. But when you think about your background, like you talked about, and how that's gonna help you in the role that you're in, if you had a teaching philosophy or a style, what would it be?
Honestly, it'd just be love the kids. And I've always, even whenever I was in the military, just making sure you're taking care of the kids and taking care of the soldiers. And all the way around, it's just if you get to know them, build that relationship like you guys were talking about, that everything else falls into place. You got to build that bond, that relationship, that trust. And it goes the same thing with the kids. And that's what I'm here for, is to love them. And like she was talking about, be that father figure, that male figure for those kids that don't have that. So that's what I'm excited about. And there again, like she was talking about, being a branch of the ministry that I can go out and touch somebody's life. It may be one kid, but if it's just one, then I've done my job.
And I love the fact that you both see this as ministry, because I think that when you really realize that our kids come from so many different backgrounds, and this is the perfect opportunity that the Lord has placed you in to really be that light for them, you know. And I often say, to whom much is given,
That's right.
much of it is required. And so, so with you transitioning to middle school,
Yes.
and in the capacity that you're in, how has this, this teacher planning week and everything that you all have been doing to get ready and get acclimated, how has that gone for you?
Well, I think that a lot of people that know me initially, they don't realize that I'm actually middle grade certified. That's what I went into. And so 5th grade was a step lower for me to kind of go younger. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every moment of that. But I definitely saw myself always getting back to the middle school level. And to be honest, I really don't know why that has been a calling for me. It has. With that, this week has looked different. Whereas normally on day 1 of pre-planning, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I have 10 mental to-do lists, 10 Post-it note to-do lists, and I'm trying to get grade level stuff done, get homeroom stuff done, school supplies this, room decorated that, lesson plans done, and all the things. What's different has been taking the step back from that, and my work and efforts being put into more things like, how can I best serve these kids and my coworkers, and how can I also serve my job well so that I can also serve my family well when I go home. Like, it's a good balance, and it's a lot of work, but it's a different kind of work.
It's a juggling act.
Yes.
It really is, because you've got a little one, and then you still got a little one.
Correct. Correct.
And then you have to still be in good spirits.
That's right. Yeah. So, like middle school, some people would roll their eyes and gaffs, but I love the age. And then too, like, I couldn't be, hats off to the pre-K and kindergarten teachers, because I couldn't be at school with littles all day in that capacity and then go home. I say when I'm leaving here, I'm clocking out of job number 1 and going to job number 2.
Thank you.
So, there's a lot of things, and it just feels nothing like home, just being here and like the right decision and the right place and time, all timing and all the things have aligned to work out to this moment. So
very good. You're right where you need to be,
that's
Missy
exactly right. Thank you, Miss Pat.
Mr. McCullers. Now for you, this is not your background.
No, this is all new.
So this teacher planning week, when you were like, what is that about? How has this past week gone for you, and what things have you been working on?
Honestly, it's just been a lot of meetings. Also, just getting to know the team that I'm going to be on and getting to know the teachers that I'm going to be working with. The part that I enjoyed most was Friday, whenever we had the parent-teacher or the open house, and getting to meet the parents alongside the kids. That was by far the best part so far, is kind of putting a face and seeing and going ahead and starting that relationship, not only with the kid but with the parent also.
And you know, that's so very important, and we've been talking about that with each show, about the importance of the parents' buy-in and making sure that you all are on one accord when you're teaching these kids, and making sure that things that you're working on, that the families are working on them, you know? And so what message do you want to give to the parents out there of the kids that you're working with, and what do you want to make sure that they understand in this relationship?
So I think that, and he can probably speak to that too, when you're a parent yourself and you're in this role as educator also, and you consider yourself a teacher parent, I go at it with the mindset of how would I want my own child to be treated, to be served, what their educational experience, what would I want that to be like, how would I want them to be advocated for, behaviorally, how would I want someone to respond to them. And so all of my decisions at work and in the classroom and when I'm working with students, I very often go back to that mindset of, if this were Annie Ruth or John David, how would I want the adult in their life and in the room spending the most time with them? Yes. I mean, during the school year, you're spending the majority of the time at school and with your teachers. And so knowing that we want to partner with you. We understand the role and responsibility that we really do have in the time that we have with your children. And we want what's best for them. You know, we want to love them the way that you would want them to be loved. We want to discipline them and hold them accountable. I think we could all agree that that's a part of it too. Yeah. Sometimes love is tough love, and there is no love without discipline either. So having those high expectations for them, setting the tone day one, and being assured that we're giving our best efforts, but it is a two-sided street. They are the parent, and so having that help and support at home, it makes all the difference in a kid's success and educational experience.
Well, I could not have said it better myself. No. I mean, literally, we're in this thing together, right? Mr. McCullers, what do you want to add to that in speaking about to your parents about what you want to make sure that is understood here in this relationship and dynamic?
I would just echo what she was talking about, saying just we're in this together, and there's going to be learning curves for everyone, for the students, for the parents. If you do have any questions or anything, don't be afraid to reach out to us, whether it be through Remind, the email, whatever it may be. But also, whenever the teacher reaches out to you, we're not coming and speaking at you. We're just letting you know what's going on in classrooms. So we ask that you help reinforce that at home, and that'll just help us out in the classroom also. For sure.
Well, parents, what they have both said, you know, it's like we are a family. We're in this thing together, and I think that we need to keep the main thing, and making sure that the kids have everything that they need to be set up for success. And exactly what you said is about even with discipline and holding kids accountable. And I think that if we do that both ways,
that's right,
in making sure that, hey, that, you know, you move from point A to point B, baby, and that you're working together, and it's not a tug of war. Right. That, I mean, I think that this will be not only a smooth transition, but these kids will grow and learn in the process.
Exactly.
Well, listen, it's a pleasure, Macy Pope. Always great to see you.
Thank you.
I'm so
You too,
proud,
Miss Pat.
so proud to see how you have grown, darling. You've sprouted, and
Thank
you're able to
you.
branch off and do so many great things, and
Thank
you're able to
you.
truly make an impact in these kids' lives.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Adam McCullough.
Yes,
It's a
ma'am.
pleasure. Thank you, one, for your service. Thank you for how you have dedicated your life to keeping us all safe, and now transitioning to the classroom. We hope that it's a smooth transition.
Yes, ma'am, it will be.
And if it bumps along the way, though, give yourself some grace.
Yes, ma'am.
Glad to have you in the classroom. Glad to have you here, part of Lawrence County Schools, and we're excited about what this future holds for you both.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Macy Pope and Adam McCullough.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence Middle School, meeting some of the new educators here. And of course, we've got two brand new babies, I like to say. I mean, this one here I've known since he was little, and this one fresh out of college. We're going to let you two introduce yourselves to everyone. Tell us about you. Tell us about where you come from, you know, what you got your degree in, what you're teaching, and what led you into education. We're going to start with him because he's done this many times before.
Only a few.
Only a few.
Only a few.
Jackson. Hey, baby.
I'm good.
How you doing, son?
Doing good, Miss Pat.
Oh, you usually holding this microphone.
Usually.
Oh.
Usually it's a little weird. I don't know how I feel about it yet.
I
so.
know. Well, let's just go back to your, younger days. I've been interviewing you since I was looking at you like this.
I had to pull up a side-by-side for
I'm
our
trying
audience.
to tell you, mustache and everything. Now, Jackson, remind everybody who you are. Talk to us about your family, education, and what led you into coming into the field of education.
Cool, yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm Jackson Locke. My parents are Jason and Amanda Locke from Dudley, Georgia, right here in Lawrence County. Just graduated from Tacoma Falls College, and yeah, first-year teacher. Dr. Cannon's building something good over here. Interviewed with him over spring break last semester.
Right.
Here we are. I'm right here, 6th grade.
I know your mama's so proud of you.
She is. She is.
Golly. So what are you teaching?
So I'll be teaching with Miss Callie Higgs, math and social studies for 6th grade. So
Jackson, I'm so proud of you. This
thank
is
you.
huge.
Thank
This is huge now. So what made you, I know you come from a family of educators, but who has been the biggest influence in you to really make you decide that I want to go into this field?
that's tough. Like you say, I have a lot of family. My Aunt Sheila, my Aunt Julie, they're over there on the west side, you know.
right.
So I come over to the east, and we'll see how we do it over here. But talking about influences, there's so many. My professors in college, I had some awesome professors. Dr. Kurt Warner at Tacoma Falls College, I'll shout him out. Awesome guy who's been in the classroom since. Well, really, I reckon he never left. He, he graduated high school, he went to college, and then he's 6 degrees later. And talking with him while I was at college about, hey, maybe I want to educate. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I want to be an educator. So he's a big influence, and then of course my family, huge influences there as well.
Oh my gosh, this is huge. Now, are you going to be coaching as well over here?
Not this year. I'd love to coach. Of course, I love basketball, and I love football as well. So we'll see. We'll see.
Let's just see how he goes in this class.
Yeah, and I'm trying to ease into it.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
ease into it this year.
That's right. That's right. We've got another recent graduate with us. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Share with us all about you, okay?
So I'm Jeremy Goff. I'm from Leesburg, Georgia. I just recently graduated from Georgia Southwestern with my degree in history with a teacher certification attached to that. I have 6 siblings. I have 5 sisters and 1 brother.
Where do you fall in that line?
I'm on the younger end. I have 2 younger sisters, and then the rest of them are all older than me.
Wow. And now here it is, the field of education. I mean, you've got to, it's a tough field, and you've got to truly love what you're doing in order to really stick with it. What made you decide to want to go into this field, or any other influences that have led you to this?
Well, at Lee County, we have a pathway for you can get a little cord when you graduate. It's early childhood education. My older sister took it when she was in high school, and when I was talking to her when I was a freshman going into 10th grade, she told me it was an easy A. So that sounded real interesting to me, and also not a whole lot of guys take it, so I was the only guy in the classroom. And that was number 1 priority before I met my fiance. So I took that.
My fiance? Really?
Took that, and I fell in love with it. Knew I wanted to teach older kids, though, so when I went to college, I chose the degree that certifies me in 6th through 12th grade.
Oh, my gosh. Well, congratulations on your engagement. When is the big day for that?
June 27th of next year.
Okay, so you got a little time.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a little time to get some paychecks in there, right? And so when you think about it, young male teachers, that's not really the most popular thing to see. Why, what kind of influence do you feel or do you plan on having on these young people to see you in the position that you're in and leading them the way that you lead?
Well, I think it's a pivotal age, and I think Dr. Cannon even spoke to that. It's a pivotal age for these young guys. So, really, I just hope to be a light, like Macy was saying, a light for these boys as they're maturing and going through things. You go through a lot as you go through middle school, as you mature through middle school. There's a lot of questions you're trying to answer, thinking about as you go through the day. So I just want to be a light, learn with these guys and teach them a little something maybe.
As you all realize, the way I'm looking up at him, I mean, it's hurting my neck for one, but for
It
two,
hurt mine
it's hurting my
to
looking
look
down
down
at me.
at
I
you,
know
actually.
this
So,
is a
it's
struggle.
not great,
This is a struggle here with my C4 and C5. But just listening to you and how you have matured, and hearing how you're able to really, your thought process of how you do things and why you do things. That's why I'm like this, little Jackson. And what I love about that with you, Jackson, is in retrospect is like, look, you know what it's like. You've been there, done that.
Sure.
And here it is. The Lord has gifted you and given you the tools to be able to do that. And let's segue to you. Here it is. Of course, that was an easy A for you, that chord. But there's also something in you that you know these young people need. What is that?
Well, the thing I always want to do in a classroom is provide that positive learning environment. That's one thing they always stressed in college. So just want to create a positive environment for that learning. And also with history, I know it's not a whole lot of students' favorite subject, and I want to change that for my students, make it fun, make it interactive.
Yeah.
Don't make it to where you're taking notes for the whole time. Do some simulations, like look at primary sources, see what life was actually like for the history that we were studying.
So basically, that's your teaching philosophy, isn't it? To really make that history relevant and come alive. Do you have a philosophy of teaching, Jackson, that you've acquired or that you plan on utilizing?
Yeah, ask me again in about 6 months, and it'll probably be a lot different. But now I think I just want to, be that light, show these kids that. Well, I have a communication degree, and it was all about creativity. And all of our communication is creative, and we communicate in all that we do. So I want to communicate creatively, and in that, show these kids that they have the power to create some beautiful things as well.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. These two have it all mapped out. They know what they're doing here, fresh out of the gate. So that means, listen, I don't want to say fresh meat, but here it is, fellas. You all are this, and that's where, so when you think about educators who've been in the game for a long time, they've got a lot of wear and tear. They've got a lot of wisdom that they have, truly had to, get just throughout the process of things. And now you two, this is your first time teaching. And so there's so much, not only that you are going to learn from this yourself, but there's so much you have to give.
Right.
Is there anything else you'd like to say or anything you'd like to share with those parents of the kids that you'll have in your classroom?
Not that I can think of.
What about you, sir?
Yeah, reach out to us if you need us. We'll be here giving it our best every day. So
I knew that's what you meant. Is that,
absolutely.
I can't think of it, but you already know that you can reach out to me. And that's what it's about. Parents, make sure that you're watching these shows and listening to these educators, because this is truly a team effort. This is where that teamwork makes the dream work, because we all want your children to be successful in those classrooms and outside. And you've got young teachers like this who have a firm foundation, and they're ready to get after it. So, thank you so much, fellas. I'm so proud of both of you. Glad to finally met you, Mr. Goff. And Jackson. So proud of you guys. We know you're going to do great things here at East Lawrence Middle School.
East Side, baby.
East Side.